Good morning. It is I, Giovanni Heinrich Sanchez, with yet another adventure of wild Iowa. And it is wild. Iowa's the wildest place on earth. Everybody says so. Hey, we're crossing the railroad tracks. Once we cross the tracks, we can't go back. That's how it goes. So, folks, if you're with me, you're in for the duration. Get ready. Hang on for your life. Here we go. Yeehaw! We're going to start out this morning, yes, as usual, getting on one of the main thoroughfares. I want to stop and show you. This is the main thoroughfare. What does the sign say? The sign doesn't say anything. It says, you have to read it. Okay, this is the main highway here in Iowa. It was built sometime ago. Anyway, we don't have an infrastructure problem because we have no infrastructure. This is basic roadway. No repairs necessary. You just scrape it off a little bit every now and then. And if you don't drive on when it's raining, it'll be smooth as glass. It just naturally, find its level. It's like that floor level or stuff. That's because Iowans are way ahead of shit, man. I'm telling you, we'll waste all the time and money and paying people to pour concrete when it just gets cracked and messed up and you gotta get out there and repair it. Well, we're sticking with the basic dirt, and I'm telling you, the truckers love it because, they hardly ever get to get mud on their tires anymore except when they come to Iowa. Yeah. Out in California, well, I guess they get nuts on their tires, but, and nuts grew from dirt, so it's kind of the same, but, well, not really. So, here we go. It's like this. We're going down the main highway. This highway happens to go to the capital city, and that would be Boonville, which is just outside of a small, little, tiny tinker toy town called Des Moines. And I don't even know why it's there. I think Boonville's going to annex it here pretty soon because, it used to be a nice city back in the 60s, and then it just shriveled away. They've got a lot of brain disease there now. I'm not sure what happened. But it happened. So we could go, because look, I don't know if you can see that far. There's another sign. Surface ends. That means, of course, that they don't allow surfing here. Now, surfing must end now. And that's because we're not on either coast or the Gulf. And let me tell you something. We don't tolerate that surfer stuff here, boys. I'm telling you right now, you better have a dog, and that dog better be able to hunt. If you don't have a dog, you better have an extra gun. Giovanni carries several extra guns, and why not? I'm young and healthy, I can carry the weight. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Here we go. We're on the lookout now. Iowa is populated by a variety of species that are predatory and vicious and rheumatisms. Anyway, one of them would be the black shadow deer. They're so dark, they can stand in a shadow, you won't see them, and as you go by, they'll snatch you up and eat you. Yeah, they're carnivorous deer here in Iowa. Nobody talks about them because every time they want to do a show, like, you don't see Marlon Perkins anymore, do you? Yeah, that's what happened. Tried to do a show on Iowa's black shadow deer. Him and his whole camera crew ate up. That was the end of the Wild Kingdom, by golly. Anyway, and Ed Sullivan, yeah, he wanted to have him on his really, really big shoe. Well, he came to Iowa looking for him. That's it for Ed. He's gone too. Well, folks, it happens like that in Iowa. You gotta stay away from the shadows. Yeah. And also, we've got sharks running amok. You gotta keep a lookout. I'm watching. There's not any wild outdoor adventureman in Iowa that I know that hasn't lost just some skin off their ass, an elbow, or maybe part of an eyebrow to a shark bite. Just the other day, my cameraman was pruning his apple tree, and during monsoon season, the sharks get up out of the creeks and the rivers and the streams, and they'll swim through the mud. They swim right into your house. Anyway, popped right out of a knothole and bit off part of his eyebrow. Sure enough, terrible disfigurement. I don't know what we're gonna do. His wife was quick. She had a Raggedy Andy doll, clipped off his eyebrow, sewed it on her husband, and he's good to go, folks. He's in therapy right now. That's probably gonna take about a year and a half. It's terrible disfigurement, he's having to deal with it. So I'm doing all the camera work myself right now, and fishing and shooting and doing camera work. Giovanni can do anything. Giovanni's crazy as hell. Hey, babe. Okay. Here we are again, folks. I just wanted you to know it's happening again. Here we go. This is how it is. All the roads in Iowa, pretty much, are called level B, which means if it's raining, you better be not there. And if you don't have a four-wheel drive, you might be in trouble. And even then, Aunt B ain't coming with us, so you're not gonna get any hot apple pie. By the way, my neighbor's best friend's sister's cousin's uncle's daughter came home from school the other day. She's a second grader, and the teacher had been asking them some questions at school. They're gonna use the word fascinate in a sentence. And she had volunteered. Her name was Little Janie. Little Janie volunteered, and she said, well, her mother had taken her to Rodeo Joe's to get a tire fixed and get ice cream, and she was fascinated by the variety of contraceptives that they carry. Rodeo Joe's is a place to get her tires fixed here in Iowa, and they sell ice cream, and they fix tires, and they also sell contraceptives. Anyway, she was fascinated by that. And the teacher said, well, I want you to use the word fascinate, not a form of the word. And so then little Jill LaRue, she chirped in and she says, well, I went to the zoo yesterday and I found it to be very fascinating. And she says, I'm sorry, little Jill LaRue, you were wrong again too. And I want just the word fascinate used in a sentence, not a form of the word. And there's little Johnny in the back. He's a troublemaker. Teacher's trying to ignore him. Well, that's what happened. Jane said teacher's trying to ignore him. Well, she finally picked on him. And Johnny jumped up and said, hey, no, my hands got a blouse with 10 buttons, but her tits are so big, she can only fascinate. Yeah, he got a gold star that day. By God. Okay, here's what. I've already popped the four-wheel lock off. See, the four-wheel is exposed. And now we're locking in full drive. Now take a minute here. Pop. Okay, bam. Okay, as you can see, I've reattached the four-wheel drive lock with the camouflage duct tape. Because, you know, you're a redneck if you use camouflage duct tape on everything. Almost everything. Anyway, we're coming across here. Just on the other side of the Lost Lake here, you can see the border of Canada. And Iowa being the largest state in the United States, it goes from Texas all the way north to Canada. And it pretty much takes up the entire middle of the United States. That's why they call us Midwesterners, because we are the middle. Now, we're taking a rough turn here, folks. This is the road right here. I might have mentioned it the other day. I like this road, but this is the road that goes to the governor's mansion, and it gets a lot of traffic. Big trucks, you know, carrying dogs, looking for gravel and stuff like that. And yeah, Chimmery and Mary Poppins has probably been on this road too, I would imagine. And Ginger Robbers probably. I don't know about the Beverly Hills Cowboys, but they get around some, you know. But here we are. This is typical Iowa dense. Look, see that? Did you see? I'm gonna slow down. See up ahead? That is a shark, folks. That's a shark right there, standing in the roadway. We're gonna creep. See how close we can get. We're gonna see how close we can get. But that's a shark. I'm in an armored vehicle, protected. I also have my rifle and my pistol, and I'm not scared of sharks. I just don't want to be eaten by one. So if I see them first, I got the upper hand. If I was actually shark hunting today, that one would be in my truck. It'd be good. There he goes. You see it? Well, I'd say that's about 50 yards. 50 yards. That's an easy shot for Giovanni. Usually I get closer, I can just slap him. That's what I usually do when I hunt deer or sharks. Anyway, I usually just bitch slap them. You know, save a bullet, I say. Save a bullet for an enemy and bitch slap a deer today. Yeah, like, you know, county attorneys, they get the same treatment. Dumbasses. Okay, here's what we got. We got a little this and a little that. I'll tell you more after these messages from our sponsors. Okay, I'm getting ready to do a little morning adventure here. Make sure I got everything. I got my walking stick. I got my fishing poles, tackle box, bucket. There's my thing that I hold fish in. And got my machete. Funny thing, I thought it was my cat till I saw that movie. And trusty rifle, mittens, and bait. I brought some bait. Not jail bait today, boys. some real bait. Well, gel bait is real bait. I'm just saying. Once again, it is I, Giovanni Heinrich Sanchez, and we're going to have a morning adventure. Glad you came with us. Hope you come back. Take your shoes off. Relax. It's all good.